In this video, we're going to cover how to spin up a brand new site from scratch and get to the stage where it is a functioning site. So in order to do so, I go to the top right and I go to create site. So it's going to ask you who owns the site. If you're just starting out with Knowio, there only will be one option here versus all the ones that are in this point. We'll cover those in a different video. So I'm going to select, in this case, Knowio Demo Portal, which is the parent site, which is the one I'm in, the account I'm in. So I press create site and that has created a new site. So now I can go to that site. So if I go to the new site, it's sitting here in a blank status. All of the outputs are active. They're all sitting in disarm status, no name or anything like that. So the first thing we're going to do is name this site. I'm going to call it test site 1 and press save. And that has now applied that name to up above here. And again, that's here as well. So site is now named. Next thing I might want to do is to configure my outputs. So I'm going to remove some of these because I know I don't need as many as 6. So one by one, I can go through these. In the future, we'll have a tool to blank these out very, very quickly. But as you can see, it doesn't take very long either which way. So I'm going to go to the point where I'm going to go for 3 here altogether. So I've got now my 3 outputs are now available. I want to name each of them. So the first one here, I'm going to call that control all. And that's going to be for cameras, so I want to just change that icon and put in that is going to be there. So that's going to be a latch. You can latch or pulse that. So pulses are generally more used for when you're using the ion, which is our physical controller. So that's going to be control all. This one here is going to be called CCTV tower 1, and again that's also cameras here. Press save. I have now got each of my outputs is camera control all, CCTV tower 1 and CCTV tower 2. What I can also do at this point is decide where I want this to get monitored at. So I can go to the monitored section and pick somebody off the list. Anybody that is set up with us already. Sentinel arcs at this point are there, and you can also choose WebEye from that list and anything else. So I'm just going to use the Sentinel test one for now. So that's now been updated, which means that this is now pointing towards that site. The other thing I am going to want to do is invite people to the site. So if I go to users and invite users, I can basically either invite a new person. So that, and that if I put that person's email in twice, that's going to send them out an email to set up an account and then automatically join the account, join the site. In this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite myself. So I'm going to put myself in here. It's been looking for me as an existing person. So there I am. I'm going to set myself as an app manager and I am going to press invite. So now I need to activate the site as well. So if I activate it here, press yes, but it's going to commence from the stage on, and that is now in place as well. So as you can see there, very quickly I've gone from having no site at all to having this site that is ready to be monitored. In a separate video, we will cover how to configure Sentinel to make sure it gets the messages, and do a separate one on Imix and another one on WebEye as well. By filling in the site location and the site type, I can have a useful tool later on when I want to use temporary schedules to apply bank holidays and things like that. Overall, this site is ready to go now. It is effectively active for the one user that you have at the moment. You can see here is events wise. This is now got nothing in it except for the work I've done so far to this stage. And we cover an entire other video. We'll cover how to add devices to it, and how to add Hikvision, Dahua, Ajax, Devantis, etc. And also we do a separate video on rules as well. So that's a high level intro to how to get going and get your first site set up.